What's up, people? It's no other than your man Urban Lover coming from your mama's basement, baby. Getting back into the free agent series. We're now on Joakim Noah. Yes, Mr. Injury, but also Mr. Defensive Player of the Year 2 years ago. The guy's a beast. I mean, he's like a wildebeest. Like I tell you, this guy's like rebounding, block shots. He's a good anchor defender, man, and that's why I had him real high on my priority list after Hassan Whiteside. You know, because the Lakers needed an interior defender. Now, the Lakers are real high on Hassan Whiteside, and really nothing really came out about Joakim Noah. And I think the Lakers are more like 90-something% of all getting close to getting Hassan Whiteside. They're going to be real aggressive to him. And like I said, I think that's the only really legit max player that the Lakers are going for. That's all you really hear about, because they really got a squad, man. Like I said, we just didn't have the coaching tools. And now that we got Luke Walton, there's no really point to really start fishing for other players and spending max money for players when we got the squad. You know, keep what we got, bring a couple little cheap young players in, and roll with that. But with that being said, let me get back to Joakim Noah. Now, on CBS, they break him down like this from the analysts. They said, dude was an MVP candidate 2 years ago. That's how fast this stuff happens. Now, Joakim Noah is 31, coming off major injury, and it seems like his best years are behind him. That Tom Thibodeau drove him into the ground. But here's something to keep in mind. Lu Deng looked very much the same 2 years ago, and now is playing great ball in Miami. The season just passed. These progression and regression are not linear, and with Noah's work ethic, there's every reason to think he can bounce back. Caution is necessary, but a big money, short-term deal from a team aiming for the playoff makes a world of a sense. Relentless physical player with great passing instinct who attacks the offensive glass like a Bengal tiger jumping on his prey. Play with emotion and passion that inspires his teammates, set great screens, and keeps teammates teeter. The kind of guy you want on your team, no matter what role he plays. And that's the reason why I really was big on him, because he just isn't drilling. I mean, like, he's just so pumped, man. Like, when he make a block or make a pass or if they score, whatever it might be, this dude just like he motivate the team, man. And that's why Chicago, I don't care what nobody say, man. When Joakim Noah went down, they really missed that dude. Even though he was on the bench and they were bringing him in, whatever you wanted, whatever that coach that's coaching him now was doing, it was kind of crazy. But they kind of like, bring him on the bench before he got hurt. He was bringing him off the bench before he got hurt. Now, the teams that are really interested in him are the New York Knicks, the Minnesota Timberwolves, the Bucks. These are the main four teams, and they got the Golden State Warriors, but I'm not even going to entertain the Golden State Warriors because I think they're going to re-sign Andrew Bogut. Andrew Bogut, they really missed Andrew Bogut because when he went down, that's when Cleveland really took advantage of that mixed match and really started hitting the paint. So they're going to sign Andrew Bogut because you can get Andrew Bogut much cheaper than you can get for Joakim Noah. Now, New York, Derrick Rose is pushing for Joakim Noah to come there. They're good friends. Joakim Noah does have friends in New York. New York is, like I said, New York is pushing for him. Now, will he go there? The thing is that at the end of the day, they need a center because, remember, they gave up Lopez. So they definitely need a center. The thing was, people were thinking Dwight Howard might go there, but Dwight is more interested in New York than New York is interested in him. The only two people that I can see New York, Phil Jackson, interested in is actually Paul Gasol and Joakim Noah. Now, Paul Gasol, remember, he left the Lakers in 2014 and joined Chicago. But at that time, Phil Jackson was at New York, and they offered him opportunity to come there, but he chose to go to Chicago. So that's why I got Paul going more towards San Antonio. Plus, Marc Gasol is trying to motivate him to go to San Antonio to, to win a chip. You know what I mean? So I could see Joakim Noah going to New York. Now, Minnesota was highly up on him. And the thing about Minnesota is that, Tom wanted him to come down there with them, and they offer him an offer sheet. Now, will he go to Minnesota? I don't know. I mean, like, right now, what New York got right now, you got Derrick Rose, you got Carmelo Anthony, and if they get Joakim Noah with Zingas, just think about it, man. Oh my gosh, that squad right there alone is enough to dethrone Cleveland Cavaliers. I hate to say it, but I'm being honest. That team, if Joakim Noah go there and he's healthy and he's the same Joakim Noah that he was 2 years ago, man, that team is strong enough to to dethrone Cleveland. So I can see Joakim Noah actually going to New York. Especially, like I said, it's a toss-up between him and Paul Gasol. So on a scale of 1 to 10, will he go to New York? I give it a 9. On a scale of 1 to 10, will he go to Minnesota? I give it a 7. Now, the Bucks, do we want to play for a small market team? Jason Kidd would love to have him down there. They already trying to ship Grant Monroe. He didn't pan out for them. I'd love to see Grant Monroe go somewhere else. I think Grant Monroe is more of a power forward to me. I don't want to get into that conversation about Grant Monroe. I feel bad for the brother. I wish it worked out, but it is what it is. So, is Joakim Noah going to take a seat back and go down there with them in a rebuilding stage? I don't think so. You know what I mean? The guy's 31 years old. That's taking a seat back when you got two contenders sitting right in front of you. Because I think Minnesota does have a chance to make the playoff next year. Because one thing about Tom, he's a defensive coach, and that's what Minnesota's really missing, defense. I mean, they had an offense. They just couldn't, collectively play good defensively. So I think Tom will basically push Minnesota up, and I think they have a chance to make the playoff. So do we go to Minnesota? Like I said, I give it an 8. Now, also keep in mind, the Wizards was a team that was looking at him. Now, the Wizards, one thing about the Wizards was it was a rumor that came out that the Wizards had an offer sheet for him. It was between 26 to 30 million, but actually it was 30 million. It was 120 million for, I think, what was it, 5 years, something like that. No, 120 million, I think, yeah, for 30, 60, 90, for 4 years. So they gonna give him, like I said, what are the Wizards thinking? You really gonna give him that big of a contract? This guy just came off a major injury, shoulder injury. You don't even know what you're getting. You gonna throw that type of money at somebody? But we talking about the Wizards, man. But I just read on article that the Wizards backed off on that deal, which is kind of smart because you got go tight. That was kind of stupid. You need a small forward and you need to go ahead and build around that. You don't really need to add. I mean, besides a power forward, because Nene is better off coming off the bench than starting. So I don't see him going to the Wizards, but like I said, it's a toss-up between New York and Minnesota, and I can see him more leaning to New York only because of Derrick Rose, and Derrick Rose is pulling for him. So that'll be a good squad, man. Like I said, no matter if they get Paul Gasol or Joakim Noah, New York is going to be a freaking team to mess with in the East. So with that being said, it's your man Urban Lover. For those that like Joakim Noah, get in the comment section and tell me what you think he's going at. Give me some of the options or some of the teams that you think that he might wind up with. Like I said, it's only my opinion based on just me reading articles and rumors and speculation where I think he might go. Now, will he end up with those two teams? I don't know, but I'm giving you my option, and I think that he will end up with New York. So with that being said, it's your man Urban. I love you guys. Be safe out there. Take care, baby.